Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Crusader Kings 3. My name is Juggernaut, and I've played Crusader Kings 2 all in all, in total, probably around 5,000 hours, maybe even 6,000 hours. It's not all on Steam, it's not all on one Steam account, and it's all complicated, but I think I have around 6,000 hours in, between 5,000 and 6,000 hours in Crusader Kings 2. I have conquered the world as the Byzantines, or rather as the Romans, more times than I've had birthdays. I've played as every religion, every culture, every count, every duchy in most of the starting dates. Some of the starting dates I never even touched, which is kind of depressing given the amount of time I've played that game. Mostly I've played on 1066 or the earliest possible. More Viking Age and then the one earlier before that. But all of that right now is irrelevant. All of that doesn't matter at all, because this is Crusader Kings 2, and after, what? How long has CK been out? CK2 been out probably like 10 years or so, maybe even more. For the first time in like 10 years, I am a complete newbie at Crusader Kings again. Let's go and see how we do, eh? So, tutorial? Pfft, to the tutorial. Let's do something else instead. Interesting. So currently we have 2 start dates, and we do have the tutorial, but like I said, to that. Relative difficulty, okay. These are easy, really? Okay. I expect the Norsemen to have a little bit of a tougher time in the area, but okay. Or obviously we can play as any ruler in 18, or in 18? In 867. Let's do that. Ah, my favourite game, Map. That's an inside joke, but yes, there are those who believe that there are 3 types of games: Zoom, Map, and Shoot. And honestly, I'm not entirely in a position to say no to something like that. This is obviously Map. So, first of all, hello, this is home. Interesting. Interesting. See, all of this seems familiar to me, and yet kind of foreign at the same time. I do like that they have included all of these territories down here, in the both north and the sort of center-ish part of Africa, I suppose. Both the east and west, of course. Oh wait, that's the wrong way around. Both the east and west, of course. There we go. And there is India too. And there are the Han dynasties and stuff over here too. Now this is a good release, because it took Crusader Kings 2 ages to expand into India and to this segment, and to have the nomad tribes and so on and so forth. Though not that much of Russia, I'm afraid. I feel like, I mean, this is all wilderness. There's a fair amount, but I feel like some of this up here we used to have a little bit more territory up here in CK2, or that's what I think, at least. I'm pretty sure we had a little bit more territory. Not that it matters all that much in the grand scheme of things. I should probably clarify, I have not played this game at all. This is the first time I've just installed it and I've just clicked play, so yeah. I think we're going to be playing as... Well, Asturias is interesting. The Umayyads are always interesting, but a bit too powerful. And some of the smaller regions in this area are a bit too obscure and vague. I think I want to play as some of the some of the Vikings, like Ivar the Boneless or Huffledan, maybe. But... Ooh, he starts at war, does he? Interesting. I don't think I might want to play as Bjorn, sorry, not Bron, Bjorn Ironside of Upland. I was going to say Uppsala, which, you know, yes, as well. Oh god. Okay, Jorvik it is, I think. Yeah, Blaze Jorvik. I'm going to try and establish Dane law in all of the Isles over here. Yes, that's what we're going to do. So, he is of the Hvitzik family, Norse, unreformed Norse faith. We consider them righteous, they consider us evil. What? Oh, like others consider us evil, I suppose, I don't know. Foreign culture, part of the North Germanic group, culture head Jarl Bjorn Ironside. Oh, interesting. I do start with an heir, and okay, let's go to the game rules. So Iron Man disabled for now because I want to tweak with this stuff a little bit. There's no harder difficulty than this. Okay, play on an even playing field. Okay, fair enough. Exclave independence, significant AI only. Exclaves of independent AI rules at peace will be removed on succession unless connected via a naval path or part of the de jure territory. Let's go significant for everyone. I think that's fair. Multiple murder schemes doesn't matter. Minor diseases default. Gender equality. Jesus Christ, that's my phone. That was my phone. No, okay, it's fine. Gender equality equal inverted. Huh, that's funny. Okay, default regional heresies. Default Mongol invasion. Default Casus Belli cost. Casus Belli cost resources to declare, such as prestige or piety. That's not... I like it not costing anything, but let's go with default. Because there are other downsides to declaring war, from what I've seen, and yes, I've seen a little bit about that of the game, but I haven't played any. Culture conversion, faith conversion, default end date. Do no end date. Why have an end date, eh? Custom kingdoms on, de jure requirement on. Titles with de jure land will eventually be destroyed if characters hold no de jure land of the title. Yes, I like that. I actually really like that. Diplomatic range default, actually. Let's go with restricted diplomatic range. I think that's going to be a little bit more interesting. Because realistically, like, I think default is a little bit too wide from what I know. In that, I'm pretty sure, like, Bjorn can talk to the Umayyads, and like that's fine. Character nudity. Unfortunately, never. I'm kidding. Well, yeah, we do need to censor this. But yes, there is character nudity, oddly enough. Sexuality distribution. Okay. Faith acceptance. Huh. You can create really silly universes with this. Hungarian migration. Okay, historical, randomized faiths on, random ruler placement on. Yeah, you can create some really, really strange maps with this that are completely ahistorical, and that's, well, you could sort of do that in what's it called? Oh, that loaded in instantly. You could do that in CK2 as well, with the map randomizer and whatnot. This is, I guess, a little bit more detailed. Okay, lifestyle. Ooh, okay. See, a lot of this stuff was DLC for CK2, and now it's in the base game. This is all I want from a Paradox release. It really, really is. I find this perfectly sufficient and enough. And the reason I find it perfectly sufficient and enough is because, you know, a game released 11 years ago cannot be put to the same standards as a game released today, and it is not. This is very, very different. Yeah, absolutely, I'm for this. It seems like, to me, that they've taken the complaints from Imperator Rome and its release and just implemented everything we ever wanted, or everything I ever wanted, at least. At the very least. Okay, so this is Jarl Ivar's host from Jarl Ivar the Boneless, and this is my host. 5,000 men in total. Okay, suggestions. I don't want suggestions. Advice encyclopedia. Don't want encyclopedia. No lifestyle chosen. This is something I want to choose and change. So let's go with Marshall, obviously, because, well, I think that just makes sense. Perks unlocked 8 out of 9, so these I have unlocked, I assume. All of these, wow, okay, and that's good. Cool. Wait, no lifestyle chosen, what do you mean no lifestyle chosen? Yes, choose this one. Oh, I need to focus. Strategy focus, authority focus, chivalry focus. No. Authority, martial +1, dread gain +20, control growth, martial experience. Yeah, I like authority, to be honest. Let's go with that. I want to build a stable realm. I think that's a good way of starting to work on that. Now, my heir is unmarried, and I mean, just look at him. Who wouldn't want to marry him? Just look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, really. Here's who I want him to marry, though. Some old Crusader King's tricks, eh? Unfortunately, she has a spouse. Okay. Any sibling? No. I mean, I'm your sibling, but... okay. Ivar. Do you have a... I was gonna say, do you have a daughter? Clearly not. Damn. Okay, those are my two go-to alliances for now, but... oh well. Can I change the family sigil? Ooh, we have a family motto. Oh, look at this. By this sigil you shall prevail. Nah. What was it called? Give me a second. Oh, how the little pigs would squeal if they knew how the old bore... something, I think. I'll give me a second, I'll Google it. It's too long. Are you kidding me? It's too long. It's not like a little long, it's... yeah, see? Let's just go with, oh, how the little piggies will grunt. Which sounds hilarious, which is kind of what I was going for. But also, if you know the history behind it, it sounds a little bit menacing. A little bit menacing. Just a little bit menacing. Okay. So we can rename the house and the motto, and we can rename the dynasty. Those are two different things. I like the customization. I really, really, really like the customizations. And this is... So all members of the Crusader dynasty, basically this is like the Bloodlines thing, except it's now complicated. Okay, so all members of the Crusader dynasty gain the benefits of these dynasty legacies. I need to go to sleep and record this back in the morning. Legacies, as you as dynasty head can spend renown to unlock legacies. Right. Interesting. And there is realistically nothing stopping us from unlocking all of these, right? And being the most powerful and badass and unified house of them all ever. Yeah. Not to be overly ambitious or anything. Right. So these are all my kids. Personal diplomacy is pretty low, isn't it? Oh yeah, personal diplomacy is disastrous. Prowess. I'm assuming this is like personal combat skill. This is tactical know-how. Yeah, very likely. I only have 748 levies and 6 champions, whatever those may be. Haven't got to those yet, but all of my troops are event spawn troops, basically. That's not ideal. Can I right-click to interact? Arrange marriage, find concubine. Do I have any concubines? I have a rival, which is Petting King Ayla. Obviously, he killed Dad. We need to go and murder him, but do I have any? No, I don't have any concubines. Let's... Oh, you hate me. Oh, you really hate me. Okay. Calm, compassionate, arbitrary, lisping. Yeah, no thank you. We'll find some nice Saxon women. Domain holdings. Nah, I don't care about you though. What about me? Domain holdings 3 out of 3. Good. 4 titles. Have some claims. That's alright. Ambitious, wrathful, callous. That's not great. And Viking, obviously. Okay. So there is no way of changing my, but there has to be, right? What I meant to say was, is there a way of changing my, my look? Probably eventually. Okay. This is physician, call a hunt, hold a feast, invite claimants, invite champions, restore the Dane law. Yes, this is what I want to do. You're at war. You do not fulfill the requirements. And what are the requirements? Oh, you click to see. Okay, good. Completely control Mercia, Essex, East Anglia, Lancaster, and Jorvik. Okay, we can do that. Eventually. Found a new kingdom, strengthen the bloodline. Yeah. Consecrate the bloodline. Found holy order. Level of devotion is devoted servant. See, that is something I'm completely unfamiliar with. Prestige, piety. Is it the amount of piety? Oh no, it's a faith mechanic, isn't it? It's way more complicated than that. Okay. Pause. I mean, the game is paused, but what I mean is, like, pause for a second here. I need to do something on the other screen. There we go. Now, this game's bloody awesome, okay? This game is completely worth the new release. Is it going to replace Crusader Kings 2? I want to say no, because I've played the freaking same game for 5,000 hours and I don't want to let go of it. But honestly, it looks like it. It's, you know, it's time to move on. yeah, this is... There is depth here, there is convenience, there are changes. I like this. There is so much I like. But it is going to take some time to get used to all of this, so let's learn how to play the game, I suppose. We've figured out a lot of this. We've figured out, I think, a lot of the dynasty and the stuff and how that works. But before I figure out the faith mechanic, which I think I have a good inkling as to how it's gonna work, let's take a look at who we're at war with. So, this is a very good screen. I like this. So not only does it show you and your enemies, it doesn't show you your allies though, does it? It does. It does. The reason I said it doesn't show you your allies is I don't see Ivar the Boneless here, but the truth of the matter is we're not allies with Ivar the Boneless. Okay, so this is, yeah. Okay, it's really, really well done. It's simple, there's not much to talk about here. You can see their allies, you can see our allies. Total amount of soldiers on both sides, I have 5,000 here. I need to take the fight to them pretty darn soon if I want to win. Preferably to Ayla, I think, because he's sort of isolated. And then Mercia and Wessex will fall soon afterwards, right? Yeah, I mean, Wessex has 1,700, Mercia has 1,200. Leaving, Oh, but how do I see how many does he have? That's... Yeah, 631. Never mind. Okay. I kind of wish you could see it here, though. High quality. What about my troops? High quality. Okay, fair enough. Heir unmarried. Let's get that sorted, I think. Alliance power? House Sigurd... Remember the death of... I don't know how to read that first letter. Is it Th? I think it's Th. Thorgil? I think. Never really always stalwart. I love these house mottos. This is very Game of Thrones. I absolutely love it. So I think the good way to start playing the game in general, both CK2 and CK3, is to sort out the UI. Basically, the UI will tell you what you need to address. Sometime, most of the time. And I think we should start by sorting that out. So these are lowborn. I don't want lowborn. I want alliance power. And you look fairly decent. So deceitful, ambitious, greedy. Ilana. What say you to a marriage between us? Use a hook. A hook is a general term for a relationship between characters where one can get the other do their will. Where one can get the other do their will. Now, it is 2 AM and I'm fairly sleepy, but a hook is a general term, okay, for a relationship between characters. Okay, where one can get the other do their will. I feel like you're missing a 2 somewhere in there, and it's confusing me, and I've never seen it phrased like this. I'm sorry, maybe I'm just being weird, but I've never seen it phrased like this. It's always one can get the other to do their will, or to do their bidding, but never without a 2. Okay. There are 2, types. Weak hooks and strong hooks. Okay, this is... good God, see, I expected us to step down from the complexity level of CK2 a little bit, simply because it's a new release. And that maybe gradually more complex ideas will be implemented through DLC later down the line. Because they might want to cater to a new audience, they might want to get new people in, so on and so forth. This is what I thought the business plan was. But clearly it didn't work in the past, and I didn't expect it to work now, so they just went, sod that, we'll just take CK2 and double everything. You had favors? Right, now you have 2 types of favors. Figure it out! Okay, okay. Very Viking approach, if I dare say so. It's funny because Paradox is in Scandinavia anyways. Chances of children, medium. Is there something you're not telling me? This better be sky high, goddammit. We're a newly formed dynasty and we don't have many members. Alright, let's do it. I'm just gonna quit yapping on and on senselessly. Commander, myself. I said myself. Can I not be the commander? Yes, I can. Okay. Good. And we can split the armies here, right? Ube, my brother, my half-brother, that is. Fine. You're going to control one of the armies. Ragnar Hafaldansson, my son. Congratulations, you will control another of the segments, blocks, however you will. And finally, good. This isn't a D. I know how to read this, and I completely forgot. But you, my other son, are going to control that. Excellent, lovely. How doth one raise his levies? And this is something a friend of mine asked a couple of minutes ago on a messenger group, and we all laughed at him. Even though none of us have played the game, it just seems silly. Raise all armies. Raise all armies, indeed. Okay. So, what the hell is a man-at-arms regiment? Mercenaries, I know this. I am well aware of what these are. I know how to use them. Okay, that's good. I know what these are. I'm comfortable with these. Holy Orders, extremely comfortable with those. Good. Man-at-arms regiment. Retinue. It's basically retinue. You know what? It's kind of bothering me a tiny bit. The renaming of everything. I get it, and I respect it in many aspects, but did everything have to be renamed just to make it, you know, inconvenient for me? Because I'm thinking it didn't, but, you know. Alright, don't have that many men. Many? I do have many men. Many men. I don't have that much gold to be throwing around on. Yeah, it actually says there. I thought mousing over this would help. No, just mouse over this and I'll tell you. Okay. Men-at-arms are professional soldiers superior to levies. The player has direct control over the composition and size of their men-at-arms regiments. Different types of men-at-arms are good or bad in different types of terrain. Each type also counters another type. See, this is where the previous game sort of didn't do a great job, but then did an okay job. Essentially what you wanted was bowmen and armoured footmen, if you want to fight, But a lot of the time you didn't want these guys to fight. You didn't really care about that. You had your own levies, and if you were good at the game, you didn't really need these guys to fight your wars for you. You needed them for political stability, which meant light footmen all the way. But as it turns out now, the cap is very different. And it's different because you can have 4 of these, and it's not based on the weight of each and every one of these, so they all weigh equally. That's a difference from CK2 that I'm going to need to get used to, but, yeah. Okay. So, on to the realm, the republic, the factions, okay, at least there's no factions. Good. Decisions we've gone through. Intrigue. No hostile schemes, no personal schemes, no discovered schemes. Hooks and secrets. Hooks you hold over my sons. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Secrets known to me, hooks on you, your secrets. Oh, that's very, very, very good, and RP, and interesting, and fascinating, and I love it. The rest of the video is just going to be me, like, going, ooh, that's awesome, but, you know, we're learning, ever so slowly. Court, okay. We do not have a physician, but what are we going to do about it? Okay. There are guests to the court, and you know what? Would you like to become a member of my court? Yes, you would. Lovely. Okay. To that end, okay, I can't just appoint anyone as a physician. Makes sense. Makes sense. Now this is my council. Okay, so I can't really interact with the court all that much. Prisoners are a different tale, obviously. Champions and claimants, that's... now, I know how to use those, I know what those are, that's fairly obvious, but, oh god, there's so many things to click and do. Okay. Court is fine, court is sorted. Then council. Right. Oh, okay, this is my wife, and her assisting me gives bonuses to stats. Good, I like that. She's doing something, she's being useful, good. I love the 3D models, by the way. Absolutely adore the 3D models, look at this. I mean, so much more personality. Like, when you click on the enemy you're going to fight with, look, there's his wife, and there's he, and, like, there's his children. I'm going to murder all of them, obviously, because Daddy Dear was not very fond of them, but, yeah. Still, makes you think, and, I like it. And these are different jobs that they can perform. So, fabricate claim. Convert faith, improve religious relations. Okay, just wanted to have a sip of water. I think what we want to do is convert faith in one of these. Yeah, because this is all Catholicism, if I'm correct. Yeah. Speaking of the different faiths, by the way, Many. I like that. Really, really do. Okay. Let's start with here, I guess. So, are you now converting... Are you just converting this, or are you converting all 3, is sort of my question. Guess we're gonna find out, right? then my councillor, who really doesn't like me, but hey. Domestic affairs, foreign affairs, shorten truce, enemy claim, shorten enemy truce, neighbour opinion lost. These are the possible things. Okay, let's go with domestic affairs, because I would like people to like me, yourself included. Work on liking me better. That's... I surely give the best tasks ever. Organise levies, that's good. Disrupt schemes, support schemes, find secrets. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Collect taxes, happy with that. Okay. See, council, not the end of the world. Complicated, but not that complicated. We can deal with it. What are champions, though? I do need to know this, because levies, got that sorted, all good. A levy has damage 10 and toughness 10. The other types of soldiers in the game are men at arms, expensive trained professionals. Oh, so then they like put an actual number behind it. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I do. I like that. Oh, these are low quality soldiers. Oh, mind you, unraised troops are low quality as well, and yet on this screen it says high quality. I've found problems with it already. Yes. Get in. Okay. I've genuinely found problems with it. I now have reason to believe this is a genuine problem. I shall investigate further, but I have reason to believe that this is... Yeah, so, champions, are these generals? No. Because a character cannot be a commander and a knight at the same time. Also, not knight, champion. It's probably knight for the Saxons and the you know, the Western Europeans and stuff like that. But anyway. Okay, I think we've sorted that out, and now we have 4 issues. So, family members can be married, you can declare war and increase opinion. Your vassal, Mayor Olaf, has a low opinion of you. Increasing it with personal scheme will make your life easier. Sure thing, if you say so, game. Let's go and sway him. It's okay, you can take this away now. Oh, I need to click it, okay. You can declare wars. I'm already at war. Can I? No, I cannot. So don't tell me I can declare wars if I can't declare wars. Yeah. Family members can get married. And not endorsed by your Hofgadier. Hofgadi. I don't know. A realm priest, basically. Okay. What does this do for me? If her opinion is at or below 10, she might start interfering in your affairs. Tell me. So you say you're not the greatest fan of me. But what's the most important? Learning, right? Obviously learning. How about you just sod off then? I mean, it's just... I want to be extra careful here, because I want to make sure that you... Oh yeah, you're literally a nobody, right? Gracious background, but lowborn, no spouse... Yeah, just sod off. I mean, nobody likes you. Sod off. Saga, the truth speaker, Kvitsek. Far better at her job than you. Or at this job than you. Lovely. Okay. Now, some of the mayors and people are not exactly thrilled with me, but that's okay to start with. I never got around to figuring out the religion mechanic here, so... Let's get to it. Main doctrines. Male-dominated, pluralist, and theocratic. So, male-dominated, fairly obvious what it is. Pluralist, adherents, of other faiths will have opinion penalties of 50%. Country conversion speed minus 20, or county conversion speed minus 20. Counties of other faiths are less likely to join factions. Reduced danger from heresies when at low fervor. Winning a holy war will vassalize infidel rulers in the target area instead of seizing their land. I don't like this. I don't dislike it either. It's yeah. It's and what I mean by that is people are not going to rebel as much, but they're not going to like you, but they're not going to hate you as much, so you're sort of in the middle. And holy wars are sort of in the middle too. It's all sort of in the middle. You know, neither one way or another. Yeah, I suppose that's has its reasons for existing. Theocratic temple holdings are leased out to the holder's realm priest, who then serve them as theocratic vassal. Okay, divorce always allowed. Cousin marriages. Oh, and some, I suppose, go beyond cousin marriages and more. That's very interesting. Okay. But having incestual relationships will give you a secret. Very, very interesting. Okay. Consorts and concubines, yes. Legitimization. Bastard. I thought it was just this, and I was like, okay, I'm getting the hang of it. No, there's this too! Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be here for a while. Tell you what. Let's finish up religion, and then maybe we'll unpause the next episode. I don't know. Oh, why do you make so complicated games that I absolutely adore? Okay. What do I need to do to reform the faith, or am I just jumping way ahead? Yeah, holy sites. And a bunch of piety. Yeah, alright. Figured as much. So, does Prestige have a stupidly complicated system as well? Does Renown have a... Renown... Renown is the... Yeah, this is the dynasty resource thing, so okay. Does money have a stupidly complicated system of something? No? No? Okay, thank Christ, we're keeping it at least somewhat sensible. So these are our sins. Having these traits are considered sins. Having these traits are considered virtues. It's a virtue to be wrathful. Interesting. Warmongers, human sacrifices, ancestor worship. Maximum long range plus 50. Okay, that's pretty simple. Human sacrifices, again, pretty simple. At peace opinion instead of offensive war opinion. Ooh, I like that. Rulers have a conquest counterspell against neighbouring rulers. That's ported over from CK2. Prestigious rulers can use an invasion counterspell once per lifetime. Again, ported over. If one exists, the head of the faith can declare great holy wars, provided this faith is organized, which is, I don't think it is. Members of the clergy can serve as commanders or champions. Okay. Good. Now, let's take a look at crime doctrines. Kinslaying. Close kin is criminal. Far away kin, though, sod them. Witchcraft is criminal. Male adultery, criminal. Female adultery, criminal. Deviancy. It is clear that there is only one proper way to love another. Any deviation from that are sinful and should be punished. Oh. Right. Is that what we're calling it? Okay. Same-sex relations, criminal. Okay. And these are all men with the sodomite trait, criminals. Characters with the deviant trait. Oh, so these are just traits, right? These are not... Right. But I'm guessing you gain these traits whenever you do something along those lines, so, yeah, okay. Members of the clergy can serve as commanders or champions. This is the second time I'm reading this, that's okay. Clerical marriages allowed. Clerical gender either. Good. At least a little bit of gender equality. Temporal irrevocable. Rulers appoint their own realm priests. Right, and it's temporal and irrevocable. Okay. Good. Holy sites. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ported over from CK2. Mostly? I don't know, maybe? Okay. Now, does each religion have these? Yeah. Religions seem to be really well developed. It's not like some of them are placeholder, at least doesn't seem like it at first glance. From, like, what little I've seen people play and from what I'm seeing here. Okay. Gathering. Okay, so it takes time to gather the men. Let's move out. I think it's time to go to war. There are still things to take a look at. There are still things to, you know, the very basic things to take a look at and to learn. But I think we can start off with the war at least next time. Empire titles. Yeah, just port it over basically, right? Kingdoms. Yeah. Duchies, faiths, cultures, and houses. Houses. Okay. Cool. Cool. I like this. I really, really do. In-game menu, encyclopedia, more. Lineage, find character, find title. Useful. Can I not, like... I can switch character mid-game? I mean, you could do this with the console back in the day, and now I can't open the console, huh? Amusing. Oh yeah, you need to enable it since the latest patches of, like, some PDX games. Okay, we'll get to that. Okay. Huh. Didn't know that. I mean, you know, you need to do, like, character info, space 1, and then play, and whatever. It was console commands. Now you can just go, like, okay, switch character, done. I'm assuming you can't do this in Iron Man. It would be silly if you could. But, yeah. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Anyways, I think this is enough for now. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned with the rest of the little mini-series of learning how to play Crusader Kings. Until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.